Today is Wednesday, April 9th, 2025. We're parked at Appalachia Trailhead. Right there's the sign. There are two other cars here besides us. We spoke. Oh yeah, I should start my watch. Good idea. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Ooh, and we just met the guy parked next to us. He's going up to just go up to the perch. And we are going up to do, finish I think we've done Cliffway. We're gonna finish Monaway and do Ladderback and finish up the link. We just have like 0.9 miles of the link left. It snowed last night. It snowed all day yesterday, basically. So we are wearing snowshoes, even though it's a little bit bony down here. Looks like they got about 4 inches of snow. Some drifting. All right, we're gonna take the bottom part of the link over to Spur. Wow, in here the snow is quite deep. All right, we're off. The sun is out. This is the bottom part of the link. So Route 2 is literally, I don't know, 300 feet that way. But it's beautiful. There's maybe 4 to 6 inches of fresh snow down here. John and I put on snowshoes because I'd rather wear them. The man who left ahead of us is also coming this way. He's wearing spikes, carrying snowshoes. And it's just so beautiful. Of course, if it warms up any, we're gonna get rained on when all the snow melts off the trees, but it should be pretty cold today. I think it was, when I checked it this morning, it was 18 degrees in Twin Mountain. I think the high was going to be 33 there, so it'll probably be around freezing down low for the high temperatures today. So maybe we'll get lucky and not get too melted out. It's so beautiful. The rocks are primarily covered now, so that's good. We are now at Cold Brook Fall, which looks like it's so far away, but it's really not. Just the zoom isn't fabulous on this. This is the GoPro. We're on the bridge over Cold Brook. And we're going to be picking up Spur Brook right up around the corner here. You see the snow is definitely deep enough for snowshoes. It's really pretty. We're now at the intersection with Monaway, which we're going to take. Oh, so we're going to go Monaway up to I believe it's Monaway that hooks up.
No, it's Cliffway.
Is it Cliffway?
Cliffway goes over the top there.
No, that little climb up. Ladderback is the flat part. No. Anyway, there's like a figure 8 kind of loop up here, and we need part of it. So we're gonna double up on one part that is kind of short and steep. We'll go up that twice. Go along the top of Cliffway and then come back on Ladderback, go up that steep part, which I believe is Monaway. Back up to Cliffway, come out Cliffway the opposite way. So that's our plan. Anyway, this has not been broken. Neither has Spur Brook because the snow is from yesterday, but there is a trough here I can see and a blowdown. So the snow is up to a foot deep, I would say, breaking, maybe a little bit more. It's definitely snowshoe season once again. This is the way we've come up Monaway. You can see pretty deep. And then Monaway is going to continue on this way. We're going to go up that and then loop around on Cliffway and come down. That says Ladderback Trail. We're going to come down Ladderback, which is, it looks pretty flat to me.
Yep.
It's named after a rock that's called Ladderback Rock, I believe. And then we'll go back up. Okay, we'll come back to this junction, go back up Monaway, which will have already broken, so presumably it'll be pretty nice and easy. And then we're going to take a left on Cliffway, take that out to Amphibrock, go up a little bit, and take a right onto King Ravine, correct?
Yeah.
King Ravine, come across that, and then take the link.
Path for a little bit.
Lowe's path a little bit to the link. Yeah, it's short bit. Yep. And loop it back to Appalachia. And there you have it. Look at that, blue sky. So once we get up here on Cliffway, there are a couple views. I think, one's called Bog View, which was, if I recall, was kind of obscured by and overgrown, but maybe there's enough snow now. I don't know. And the other one is King View. Is that what it is? I think it was King View.
It says Cliffway at White Cliff. Is that one of these?
Okay, so yeah, there was also, so those two views are looking into King Ravine and up at Adams and John Adams, I think, and Sam Adams too. John Quincy Adams. I gotta look at which Adams it is. And then there's White Cliff. That's the one that has along the brink up there. So that looks out the other way towards Crescent Mountain, I believe. And the stuff on the other side of Route 2. It doesn't look up towards the presidentials. All right, John has been breaking trail for almost a mile. I'm going to let him keep going. No,
I'm happy to keep going.
I know, I'm going to let you go.
Okay.
If you're happy too, I'm going to let you.
When I give up.
You can see it's not insignificant, the braking today. Okay. And we're continuing on. It's an hour and a half almost, and we've gone 2 miles. We're up on Cliffway now. Oh, those clouds are moving fast. Over here is the edge of Mount Madison. This, of course, is King Ravine, and this is, I just looked. Quincy Adams? I believe, Quincy Adams. Adams is in the cloud, and then this is Abigail Adams right here, or over to that way. This is marked with a sign, and they have replaced the sign since August of last year. That used to be right there, and it was completely destroyed. It has some wear on it already. I don't know if there's like birds that pick at it. I don't know what would cause that. It's a brand new sign. All right, we're gonna keep going this way. It's beautiful up here. Cliffway is really nice. Okay, we're up on Bog Ledge, and this sign was in good shape in August, and now it's all, I don't know, eroded away by something. And I'm right in John's way here. This was the lesser of the views the other time, but now I think it's better. There you have it. So Madison is right there in the center. Ooh, I can't back up in snowshoes. There we go. King Ravine. All those Adams and sub-peaks. Wow, the sky really cleared out in about 10 minutes, didn't it?
Yep.
Nice. This is Bog Ledge. We're at the junction now with Ladderback. So we came down right here on Cliffway. This is along the brink, which I will not be going out on. It's super sketchy. It goes out here, that is a cliff. And then it continues in just, I don't know, 50 feet or 100 feet. And then I'm going to walk along here. It has a nice view out to, okay, and now we're going to take Ladderback 2/10 down to Monaway. It has a nice view out to Crescent Mountain and Mount Randolph, the Randolph Town Forest. you can get into along the brink over here also, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm not going up to that really sketchy thing, but I need to step down, so I'm gonna use 2 hands. This is I'm on the along the brink trail, so the sign up there, and then it would come down here. This is also called White Cliff. Oops. And I'm as far as I'm gonna go right now. There's a tree right in front of me, right here. I'm feeling a little bit, I don't like it. This is looking towards the Weeks and Kilkenny. And then out here is Mount Randolph. There's a view to Crescent Mountain over here, but I am not able to get it today. I'm feeling a little bit of vertigo. I'm gonna turn this off and head back where I'm safe. So we're on Ladderback Trail now, which is named for a rock, but I don't know what that rock is. So maybe it's this. It's a big overhang of rock. Or maybe this is just a random rock on the trail. I have no idea. I don't know. In any case, maybe this is Ladderback Rock. All right, so that was absolutely not Ladderback Rock because it's labeled. Look at that. This is Ladderback Rock. It's much less impressive, I would say. But, I mean, it's kind of flat on top. It looks like there might be some trees growing out of it. Maybe there's a view. I don't know. Ladderback Rock, there it is. A rock like many other rocks. Okay, that's what the trail's named for, and we should be pretty close to the junction. I mean, it's only, the whole trail is 0.2 miles long, so is there anything special?
I thought maybe the back would look different.
Like a ladder?
Yeah. I don't see anything on it.
Yeah, it's not a huge rock. It's a rock. Okay, that's it, Ladderback Rock. Okay, so we finished up Monaway and we finished up Ladderback, junction with Monaway, took it back up to Cliffway before we came this way and continued on towards White Cliff. But now we're gonna finish heading out on Cliffway this way, down where John is, to junction with Amphibrock, and there's going to be, I think it's called Cold Spur Falls. We're going to do a crossing at the top of it and then climb down, and you can get a view of it. We'll see what that looks like. It was really pretty in August. This is on Cliffway. If I can get this to turn on. This is Spur Brook Fall. This tree right in the middle is messing up my view. It's quite frozen over. It was really pretty in August. It is on Cliffway. There's a turn in the trail marked with an arrow, and then Spur Brook Fall, there's an actual sign. It would be super easy to miss it if you didn't know it was here, though. There's another arrow. So if you're coming the way we came, come this way, it might be easier not to miss.
Yeah, you can see the sign.
Because you can see the sign if you're looking. But if you're coming from Amphibrock, you wouldn't even know. You just see the arrow to turn. Yep. So, and that's the way we came, I think. No, we didn't. We came this way. Yeah. Okay, so almost back to Amphibrock. We're gonna have to cross the top of this waterfall. So in the summer, it's really sketchy because it's kind of a flat rock with a ton of algae on it. But that looks pretty frozen. So hopefully it will be just easy walking through ice. I sure hope. Let's go check it out. This is the crossing. I think, let's see, that's how I would go. Are you going to that rock?
I would like you to.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. And then you're just going to go up that. All right. Wish me luck. We're back at Brock right now. We came out of Cliffway over here. And the other man that's out here went up Brock all the way. So we're going to take this up. It's going to hit the 5-way intersection, the Pentadoy. And from there, we're going to take King Ravine down, not up, and take that to the link, and then the link back out. Yay. That's been really nice. John's been doing all the hard, heavy lifting, though, so I'm really enjoying it. Not breaking trail, but it's beautiful today, at least down here. I think it was higher summits had some passing clouds, so this was a good choice. We made it to the Pentadoy. So this is Randolph Path heading up towards the RMC camps that are up there. Not broken. And then going up King Ravine is broken. And also going back out is broken. So I think that the guy that we were hiking with a little bit in the morning, he was going to go up to the perch, but it looks like he probably gave up, huh? Probably. And then he went out to King Ravine, came back down, and descended Randolph Path. That's what it looks like. We are going to be taking the lower part. Oh, I gotta take my televators off now. Look, the sun is out. Okay. Sorry about that. We're going to take the lower part of King Ravine Trail, which is behind John. It's not broken, obviously, since there's only the 3 of us out on this side of the Appalachia trails today. All right, so we're going to take that down. It'll bump into... All right, so my thing died. My GoPro died. We're going to be taking this down. I don't know how long it is. 0.9, I think.
0.8.
0.8,
No,
okay.
this says 0.8.
And then we'll hit Lowe's Path for a super short section, and then take the link back, which is the same section of the link that we did last week when there wasn't very much snow and it was really not very pleasant. But all right, so now King Ravine, the boring part of King Ravine. Okay, we're a little ways down King Ravine now. There's a crossing of Spur Brook, which looks like it's going to be pretty easily rock hopped. There's still a lot of snow here though. Oh yeah, perfect. No problem. Can even do it one-handed. All right, Spur Brook. What does it look like downstream? Not much. Okay, this is right at that crossing, just upstream, 15 feet. Up the side of the trail is this waterfall on Spur Brook. Pretty icy today. I'll show you, this is the crossing we did is right there. And we just popped off the trail for about 15 feet. Okay, we're gonna continue. The trail's gonna go right up there and then presumably downhill. I hope. We're at the intersection now. So King Ravine came down here. It actually had some climbing on it, which I was a little disappointed that it wasn't out downhill. And then Lowe's Path will continue. It's not broken, obviously. Nobody's been out here today. Continues up to Adams and then down this way to Lowe's Path, but we're only going to take it for a 1/10 of a mile to the link and take a right-hand turn on the link. And go, take that right back down.
Easy walk out.
It is an easy walk out. And that, I don't think there's any uphill on that part of the link. It was quite wet last week, so I hope there's plenty of snow on it now. We shall see. All right. Okay, we're back at the bridge. There's a little waterfall from this morning. And the bridge, and we're just going to take the link. It's like 0.8. Back to the car, super easy. Should be about 7.5 miles. Lots of trail breaking today.